I'm Brian Jodas, 42. Hello, Kitty.
And I'm Jamie Roseborough, 40. Repeato.
And this is the Circle of Trust.
From the worldwide studios of F3 Nation.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
This is the Circle of Trust, connecting the men of F3 Nation through fitness, fellowship, and faith.
Andrew Maggio, 35, Wirebiter.
Mike Kiriko, 35, Saganaki!
Saganaki.
Peter Ranky, 63, Bambi. Jim Chicola, 47, half day.
The Circle of Trust starts right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Dude.
What's up?
What is up?
Life's coming at me from a lot of different angles.
You good?
Today,
Listen,
friend.
we'll get into the official way we start the show, but you good? You okay?
I'm a little frazzled.
Okay.
This is a circle of trust.
Yeah.
Had some things happening today, and
Right?
my youngest daughter was waking us up at 3:30 in the morning.
Hello.
Asking for cereal. So not a lot of sleep in the Peto household post.
Hey,
Valentine's
Dad.
Day.
Hey, Dad. It's 3:30. Let me get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch up in this mug.
You know what she was requesting?
Oh, boy.
Dad, I want some Total. The girl loves Total, and that's like my old man cereal.
She's a 58-year-old.
Yeah. I can't find Wheaties. I don't know what
Oh,
happened to
my God.
Wheaties. I guess there's
Well, they done kicked everybody off the box and you can't do it. Let me do this, amigo. Welcome to the F3 Circle of Trust. It's your boy, Hello Kitty. I got Repeato. We're here to talk all things F3 Nation, fitness, fellowship, and faith. Thankful for those of you watching us across the various platforms on NGBN TV. If you have not downloaded the NGBN TV app, it is the exclusive home of all things F3 Circle of Trust. And we're on Roku, Amazon Fire, Google Play, Android connected devices. We should have those iOS devices coming soon. And we're on Facebook, the NGBN LinkedIn channel, F3 YouTube, and of course the COTX. And so welcome to the show. It's a lot of places. We're everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
We're big. We're worldwide with this thing. So did she get the total? What did we go back
No.
to? You got to go back to sleep, man.
No,
Like,
we're not crossing that
No,
line
No.
of demarcation. Absolutely not.
can't do it. Can't do it. Can't win with them.
Don't need them. It's
Classic hot sauce. That is a
classic
hot
hot
sauce
sauce.
move if I ever
Yeah.
heard one. Waking
Yeah.
up at 3:30 asking for some cereal.
because you know what, the 17 bowls that she probably had
Right.
yesterday
Right.
from breakfast through
Right.
dinner itself
Right.
was not enough.
Chris
So,
Rubio in the house. Showtime, my brother. Indeed. Well, my bro, listen, let's settle in here, right? This is what this place is. It's a chance
Yeah.
for us to get in here, talk to the packs, see what they're up to, share what we're seeing happening in and around the F3 Nation. I chose to go with the Kyle Shanahan-esque hat today. What do you
Yeah,
think about this?
Is it tan? Is it camel?
It's
Is it
some
desert?
sort of desert brown. Honestly, so comfortable. Huge thanks to my friends at Laser Llama. They print a lot of F3 hats, and they are the hat printer of all things Pick Up the Six Productions as well. So thanks to Laser Llama. But yeah, it's got a little Kyle Shanahan, losing coach of the Super Bowl, old Super Bowl 58. Kyle blew it big time in
Didn't
overtime.
understand their down the stretch game playing, him taking over the calling there at the end.
Weird,
Got to
man.
say, pretty shoddy for old App State alum and previous Panther coach Steve Wilkes to be the fall guy.
Yeah.
But
He'll land
anyway,
on his feet. He'll land on his
interesting business, the old NFL.
It was, I will tell you, man, it was pretty incredible from a personal perspective to be on the ground in Las Vegas for 3 days last
Talk
week.
about that.
Yeah, broadcasting live with our media partners at NGBN TV as a real way to sort of kick off the network, right? We launched this thing 29 January, and by the 6th of February, we're broadcasting 3 days in a row, 7 hours straight each day from Media Row. So that was incredible to not only share the message of NGBN, but to share the message of F3 across Vegas for a few days. And we ran a ton of F3 commercials during those live broadcasts and got to talk to a lot of people about what we're doing in our combined efforts. So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. So I knew what Radio Row is, but I was ignorant on, I guess, the the real sort of goings on, in the sense that you get set up, you got your space. It's this big trade show floor,
Yep.
conference,
Great way to
whatever.
explain it. Yep.
And like legit people in sports and television,
Everybody in
walking. They're just like, hey,
people are
look
like, people are like, who there? I'm like, who's there? I'll tell you who wasn't there. Current players from the Chiefs and the 49ers. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Like everybody else was there. And it's athletes, celebrities, and influencers, right? And it's a bunch of former players, current players too, but a ton of former players. I mean, to give you an example, we interviewed everybody from Hall of Famer Anthony Munoz, top 5 all-time offensive lineman, to Bobby Flay. Right? Bobby Flay was walking around. So it's that kind of feel. But, and I didn't clip it for this week. Maybe we show next week. You know who I got to talk to? Because this ties back to the Circle of Trust show.
Oh, I know who you're about to say.
Sat down with the one and only number 21 from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Fred Taylor, and got to talk to him literally about us talking about him on this exact show. And we had an on-the-air conversation about that video that we showed with Des Bryant.
Yeah.
Man, it was great to talk to him about that.
Now, do you think that a lot of that was indicative of being in Vegas, where so many other people have normally set up shop or businesses or shows or whatever? Or is that just the draw of the Super Bowl in general?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a great question. That media row really is the place to be that week for anyone with any sort of connection to not just the NFL, but sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
Right. And the Super Bowl is the premier event.
Right.
Of sports TV watching. It's massive. And it did massive numbers this year. And obviously there's a lot of reasons why. 2 great teams, great game, and then just all the star power that comes with everything around the Chiefs and Taylor Swift and all that. And that was evident throughout the week. So it really is just the place to be. And if you're involved in sports and entertainment, you find a way there. What was really cool is a lot of conversations with a lot of entities around men's issues, men's mental health, men's fitness. One broadcast entity there solely purpose-driven, focused on it. Right. NGBN, and in partnership with F3. So that was really cool to get some, sort of confirmation for what we're doing in this combined effort here, for sure.
Right. If you get the messaging down, which I know we do, and you can pull people in and give them that quick hit, that quick elevator pitch on what we're doing here, I got to imagine it's going to be quite hard for anybody to say, yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. No, I'd like to see more men struggling.
That doesn't seem like something I'd be
especially not at the Super Bowl, right? A marquee event like that. So had a blast, man. Thanks for that. Hope your week's going well, other than the early wake up this morning.
It is.
It's glorious here in Central North Carolina.
Should be on the golf course.
Should be, but we got work to do. And
we're here with the packs. So.
Yes, we are. All right, check this out, fellas. We got something cool this week we're going to try to pull off. I don't know if we can do it. We're going to try. If you go to ngbn.tv, that's the website, under channels, you'll see Circle of Trust. Now, we got a ton of shows on the network, so it's a little small, right? But you'll see Circle of Trust. On our page, there's a red button. It says join the show live.
Hello.
If Max and the squirrels behind the scene set all the wires up properly, you should be able to hit that and join the show. Or if you're in the F3 Nation Slack machine, you go in the Mumble Chatter channel, and I posted the link there. So in the second block, we want you guys to video call in and see if we can't get you on the airways with us. This is test mode. We're going to give it a shot.
I like it. I want more and more of this engagement. We are getting a ton of content sent to us week to week, which is great. It helps fill the show. And now this live piece that we've got for people to jump right in.
Yep.
It couldn't be any better.
Well, I can see things on the chat. We got D'Ambrosio is in the house. It looks like, Odonk is here. Matt, what's up? Odonk, good to see you. Says he loves the podcast. It's a great podcast. It's a show too, bro. Love that. QT checking in, which is amazing. I saw a comment from the Rubio Method saying Juju Gotti was epic. Yeah, Juju Gotti, who's part of the Dan Lebitard show. The booth. Dude, this guy's Was Now story, homeless, sleeping behind a chicken joint in Nashville, I think. Okay. And
probably a hot chicken joint if it was Nashville.
Probably. And to where he's come from, I'm seeing guys pop in. I can see behind the scenes, and I'm seeing some F3 guys pop in, so that's exciting.
Yeah,
guys,
you got a different view than me. That's good.
Well, listen, man, when you're a media conglomerate like
when you're a Super Bowl correspondent,
It was good for your boy to be back in his element, right?
Yeah.
Almost 8 years as a sports
Well,
broadcaster. We were just
you and I
getting-
haven't had time to really connect in depth like we
I know I
sometimes
miss
do.
you, bro.
But I was going to say that in the coverage that I was able to watch or just have on one of my televisions all day long while I was working and doing other stuff in the house, like your ability to, I think, just like teleport straight back to where you were doing this, 15, 18 years ago on television stations across the central part of this country, all the way into DC and other places. I mean, this is where you belong, my friend. This
Thanks,
is where you need to be operating day in and day out.
People say, "Hey, man, well, you're pretty good at that." I'm like, "Hey, listen, it's just where your dolphin meets your daffodil." You know what I'm saying?
Right,
F3
exactly.
guys,
Yeah.
the lexicon of where in your D2X, where what you were born to do intersects with those you were born to serve, which is
Yeah.
great. So, all right,
All
see a couple guys in the background there. Gold Rush Bartman, Fat Max, keep him in the green room for sure. As long as they can get their video turned on, we'll take them. Right? That's a prereq as well. All right, before our first commercial break, we got to give a T clap out to the men of F3 Rubicon out in Cali, newly starfished the North Star region, right? Woodchuck is now the Nantan. These boys put on a CSOP to kick off the new region. And how did they kick it off? In epic style. Let's show you what they were getting into from that Rubicon throwdown.
It's so much easier like this.
Outstanding. Out freaking standing. What a bunch of knuckleheads. Isn't it great? So we were like, oh, it's like
a grow ruck almost.
I looked exactly like a grow ruck. This is why we call it adult recess, right?
Yeah.
It's just recess for grown men who act like they're 12-year-old boys. I'll tell you what, I see Gold Rush Bartman in the green room. Max, let's bring him in here because that North,
look at that.
That North Star is not very far from your home region. You guys they're part of this sort of, I think, 8 regions now that have spun off. Bartman, give us the deets, bro.
Yeah, let's go with 8.
8. I got the official number from 88, who told me it was 8. And so sounds good. Looking good. You're geared up. Always be branding. Go Wolves. Go Pack.
So this is my school that I'm working at. Go Timberwolves. But custom made laser llama hat right there.
Boom.
Twice in one show.
Laser llama.
Hey, need a sponsorship or something.
We're selling COT branded hats at f3gear.com/COT that the amazing people at Laser Llama have created. So, and in all seriousness, guys, you buy those, one, you rock the amazing COT logo. The hats are dope, right? I'm wearing one. He's wearing one. And it's an F3 family that runs Laser Llama. So like you're helping COT out, you're helping F3 out, you're helping out Laser Llama family. It's kind of a win-win-win.
Let's go.
All right. So tell me about that. Tell me about that.
That was the best throw, like as far as that setup, and we didn't even plan that. That's amazing.
Amazing. God's good. Which is true. All right. Tell me about these guys in the water. He's 88's telling us it's 100% snow melt. It must have been freezing.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I know the logo is it's a compass.
Yeah,
it's got a flag in the background, and it looks awesome. And it's named after and I'm sure 88's going to tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but we have a ski lodge up here called North Star because it's kind of it's the northmost that Gold Rush has starfish to. So this is a starfish of our starfish, which is fantastic, and just some quality guys up there. And one thing I will say about the guys up in that area, so Rubicon and then North Star, they are quality guys and a great group. And Drumstick was the Antan over there, and I think he still is. But one of the great things about them is that as they dug in and had their spot, one thing that was super cool is that we said, okay, like as Gold Rush, and I was on the SLT at the time, we said, all right, like dig deep here. And pretty quick, it's like, yeah, we're digging deep, but we're digging out. So we want some, like, we want to take these AOs off Gold Russian's hands. We want to expand out this way. And so they're on fire, but they're not just going wide. They're going deep with the guys, which is great. There's quality dudes up there.
Yeah. So guys like Ponytail, Woodchuck, Flint, I think needs some shout outs. That guy brought the smoker out at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm told he made enough food to feed a small country. Chicken quarters, rib. God, we should have flown out for this thing.
Well, you were more than halfway there. You were like a stone's throw.
Dang it.
You guys are always open, and I will happily kick my son out of his bedroom for you guys to sleep in.
Oh man, we're couch guys. We're frat bros. Yeah. We'll sleep on a couch, on the floor, kitchen countertop, whatever, in a tub. It doesn't.
Oh, 88 corrected me. 88 corrected me. So it's after a gold mine named North Star. Told you he'd correct me.
I knew he would. Thanks for watching too. 8s, double 8s.
That shirt's I think 88 said that shirt order is live on Mud Gear too. So I think I'm going to order one because the logo is that good.
Listen, that's how you know a logo is fire. If you're willing to order that jam without even going there.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
That's right.
It's good, man. Hey, good to talk to you, Bartman, West Coast Bartman, Cali Bartman.
The first push in live guest like that.
Yeah. Nailed it. How good is that?
First time, long time, eh?
First time, long time for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss leaving random messages for you boys for sure.
Listen, we still miss it as well. So you can still do it, please.
All right.
And you know how you do that, guys? You call 844-4COT PAX. You can still leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on those airways. West Coast Bartman coming in. Amazing. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, there's more callers. I see Buddy the Elf in the green room. I see Xerox in the green room. So we got guys standing by to join us, and a powerful story that, we like to get ourselves choked up around here. Yep. We got a real powerful story that we're going to share with you after the break as well. Before that, let's show you the meme of the week. And this one, fresh off the Super Bowl. FNG, I'm already in shape. I lift. Me. Okay. FNG 10 minutes later.
So good.
Usher, man. Listen, Usher put on a hell of a performance. Okay. When Luda came out, my wife and I jumped up from the couch. I
said,
Luda.
I did a very animated clap and stance.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. The skates were incredible. Everywhere
rejoice in halftime shows that take us straight back to 2001 and 2003.
I will say, I don't mean to get in anybody's business, and as my dad, who's probably watching, will attest, you don't get involved in domestic affairs, but Usher put them hands around Alicia Keys' waists. That's. Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
There was a pretty good video I saw of when Alicia got home and Swizz Beatz was waiting for her.
What's up? What's up? You with Usher now?
Yeah. And I did have flashbacks of what's about to happen, JT and Janet.
That changed my life. That was a life-changing moment. Well,
Brian grew up that night. That's funny.
Oh man. All right. One more to show you before that commercial break. And it's the pick of the week. This is from early February, but this came across our radars and we had to show it.
Yes.
From the boys in the capital region, right? Washington, D.C. First of all, it looks like they're essentially headed to Mars. Look at this. They had a foggy, moonlit sunrise. I don't know is that the moon or the sun? Is it coming or going? I don't know.
Or is that a light? I don't like it.
Well, if it's a light, the aliens are coming for us. I mean, that's a massive beam.
I would tell you right now, that picture blew me away when I saw it. And I shared it far and wide. If I could direct connect with the Sky Q on a morning basis, that where actually you could request weather and gloom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure there's a gloom better than that one.
That was about peak gloom. A little drizzle maybe, just to really set it over the top.
Yeah,
but that cloud
52
cover,
degrees and fog, thick, dense fog.
If only this were the Truman Show, you could then direct that sort of thing. All right, quick break before that. Remember, you can be a part of this show with us, right? We've got commercials to fill here at the COT. You can help our show. You can help F3 Nation reach more men. So drop us a line, COT@F3Nation.com, if you want to partner with us and get some really incredibly affordable ad time on this show. And you can be a part of growing this thing with us. Quick break. We'll be right back.
The 5 core principles of F3 are that it's free, it's open to all men, it's held outdoors rain or shine, peer-led in a rotating fashion, and always ends in a circle of trust.
In the world of outdoor sports, there's no escaping the elements. Every step you take defines your journey, and every step you take is one closer to your goal. Introducing the Mudgear Speed Ruck. Lace up the Mudgear Speed Ruck to tackle the toughest obstacles, from the trail to the road to all terrains in between.
I cover a lot of miles, and the right shoe could be a game changer. For me, the Mudgear Speed Ruck is that game changer.
The Mudgear Speed Ruck offers unbeatable traction, durability for all elements, and unparalleled support for your ankles. All by partnering with the top trail running shoe designers on the planet. Made tougher and ready for anything. This is the Mudgear Speed Ruck. Available now from Mudgear. Gear for the modern hybrid athlete. Made tougher.
Hello Kitty here with Repeato. You're watching the Circle of Trust show here on NGBN TV and across the F3 Nation social media channels. My bro, I know you just picked up a fresh pair of those Speed Rucks. You got them on your feet right meow? Atta baby.
Look at that.
Oh, look, it looks like you're ready to grip any terrain across your office. So
I'll tell you, you and I were talking about this last night. I ordered them. They came quick. Use the discount code, pre-order 50, get you $50 off. They'll probably never be that cheap again.
We got some ways. Don't you worry, guys. We got some ways.
We got some things up our sleeve. I'll tell you, I'm not a paid endorser for these things, and I've not put them through the paces like they're going to get put through this weekend. But I put them on, started wearing them around the house, wearing them, doing everyday stuff the last 2 days. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a big
I told
fan.
you. I told you.
The thing of it for me is massive toe box, which is
Big.
great.
Yep.
I got the biggest size they get. It's a 14. And it's perfect.
Look at
for
my
me.
guy size 14 feet. Look at me.
Your 9.5s are beautiful too.
10.5. You bite your tongue.
But I typically wear like a 13-ish, depending on the brand. So I went a size up because oftentimes I'm a double sock guy when it comes to like
events
long,
and stuff.
massive miles, events
sure.
with water. So I think they're going to be great. Like they said, the ankle support's great. I can't wait to we're going to run a star course this weekend. So I can't wait to actually rock them all weekend. So,
but Jamie, with that amount of tread, they got to be super heavy and clunky, right?
False. They're incredible. In picking them up the first time, you're like, this thing is going to fall apart because it's so lightweight, but it's not at all. Yeah. And whatever materials they found to use, I'm a big fan. The tread sounds like mud and snow tires walking across your kitchen floor, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, they're knobby for sure, but that's what you're going to need when you need that kind of grip. And you're 100% right. Whoever created that commercial in partnership with Mudgear, whoa! I mean, bro, I'd hire that guy tomorrow.
I probably
my video needs,
would definitely sort of put some sort of credit at the bottom so other people can click and subscribe.
Well, it was fun because all you see Mark Jones, world champion rucker, doing in those shoes was legitimate. It wasn't like, let's have him do this for a minute. And they're like, nope, let's go get him doing all this stuff in these shoes.
Yeah.
And they held up well. So, which is good. All right, can we bring in Buddy the Elf? I see the green room is ready. Max, get Buddy in here. Our man from Cape Fear, formerly of
look at him.
F3 City of Oaks, now down in the Cape Fear region. He's got a baseball in hand. What's up, coach? Oh no, we can't hear him.
You're on mute.
We're audio-less. He looks outstanding. Let's see if he can get into his settings there. You got to go into your settings, pick your microphone. We'll go from there. We'll get this thing figured out. There's no doubt about it.
It's live television. What are you going to do?
It is live TV. It's live TV. He looks amazing, but he just sounds like, he's just going to do that. Wow. That was terrifying.
All right, we'll come back to him.
We'll come back to him. I don't know if we can check on the backside about the
Max
audio.
will figure it out. If it can be figured out, Max will figure it out.
It will. Max will figure it out. You want to see if Xerox can hear us or if we can hear him? Let's get Xerox in here. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey!
Nailed it. Spring Hill, Tennessee in the house.
Yeah, there we go.
What's going on in the volunteer state today, my brother?
Oh my gosh, it feels like it's 68 degrees outside and sunny. It's amazing. I'm excited that it's more like this and not like the -3 degrees that we had about a month ago.
So, brutal. Yeah. Give us the Xerox F3 resume, right? Where'd you come from? How long you been doing it? Give us a little history.
I'm coming close up to my year anniversary. So I've only been in for about 10 months. I've got just under 200 posts, about to hit that next week. So
that's impressive.
It's a cool thing. It's been a life changer for sure.
Who brought you out? Tell us a little bit about that EH story.
So you guys have actually talked to him. I don't know if it was you guys or another show, but PBR here in Spring Hill.
Mr. Blue Ribbon is what we call it. We're Mr. Blue Ribbon.
He posted on Facebook like, "Hey, if anyone's looking for a way to change your life and here, and I think they had like an open house kind of thing going on." And I was like, I'm just interested. Like, tell me about it. And he said, well, what are you into? I said, well, I like to run. He goes, okay, well, let's run. I didn't run for like 2 years before that. Came out, ran about half a mile, and about died. Like, I about fell on the ground. And I was like, okay, all right, this is kind of humbling. And at the end of it, they did the name-a-rama and put me in the center and asked me kind of, what I do for a living, all that kind of stuff. I'm in the printing business. So Xerox came up. It was better than
they got real creative on that day, right? Sometimes the boys are tired and they're just like, but low-hanging fruit's all right. They don't always dig deep.
They asked me, they were like, pretty interested. I was like, well, I like Jeeps and stuff. And they were like, well, how about Prius? I was like, let's not do Prius. And somehow that didn't stick. So I was surprised that they didn't stick with that. But it's been good. It's been an amazing last 10 months and made a ton of awesome friends and people that got my back, and I can do more than I've ever done before in my life. And it's just so empowering, and it's such a cool group. Can't sing it enough.
Not to put you too much right on the spot, but you got any big goals for 2024? Any big events or big things you're striving towards?
Yeah, so I'm a site Q at our Roughnecks, which is it's a roughing beatdown. We've got we've got our SOG, which is our kind of our CSOP thing at the end of the year that I'll be the cadre for, which is kind of intimidating a little bit just to plan all that, because I did it last year and it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Good.
And to be in charge of that this year and to put it together is a little intimidating, but I'm excited for it for sure. We've got let's see. I don't know, other things. I think I'm trying to hit about 250 posts or so for the year, and I think 30 Qs was my goal for that. So,
nice.
That takes intentional planning.
For sure, absolutely. And the funny thing with like running being my first thing coming out, I'm actually doing my first half marathon in 3 weeks. I'm turning 40. And so I wanted to be able to do a half marathon before I turned 40. And that was my goal, and that's about to happen. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, not the marathon club, but the 40 club.
Yeah.
What's a day in the life of your region like, right? How many AOs? What's the mix of, running boot camps, any high tempo boot camps? You got some rucking. What's going on there?
So Mondays we've got rucking, a couple beat downs. We've got a Murph Monday, and then Tuesdays. I mean, every day there's like 3 or 4 at least. I think we've got 25 different sites or different workouts throughout the week. So there's a little bit of everything every day, which is really cool, because if there's something that you want to focus on, it's out there, and it's a great way to some new guys in also. It's whatever you think you want to do, come out and do it. But there's so much more after you get into it that you can experience and that you can work on. So
yeah. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, thanks
for joining in.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for being a part of us. That's Xerox checking in from the Print Pros studio in lovely Tennessee.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, bro. Get after it. Dude's on fire.
I love it.
Dude's on fire. Remember that first year? Gosh, everything's new. Gosh, take me back.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, less kids. It was great.
I get woken up at 3:30 to get a bowl of freaking Total cereal. Hey, can we see if Buddy's available to talk to? Let's give him a try again. Are you there, bro? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life?
This is typical.
The problem is I see you there, and then I also see you somewhere else. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. That's okay, buddy.
It's good to see your face.
I'm just glad they get to see him. He is
a real person.
Oh, Max, we're gonna have to figure out a way to hear these guys before we'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
It's all good. Man, that was a fun conversation with him. Okay, can we shift gears to a serious message?
Absolutely.
All right, so we got an incredible email into the COT inbox, and of course, you don't need me to tell you, it's right there on the bottom of your screen right now. COT@f3nation.com. You can send us a note. So we got an email from Travis Fisher. He's 40 years old. His F3 name is Bunyan.
Yep.
You know, like, I don't know if it's Foot Bunyan or Paul Bunyan. What do you think?
It's a good question. I would have.
I got to guess Big Blue Ox. I got to think it's the big.
Yeah.
I'd have to like, tell us a little bit about yourself. He's like, well, I have these terrible bunions on my feet. Like, well, that's your name now. Although that would be
par for the course, honestly.
Sure. So Bunyan is out of Lanco, Pennsylvania, if memory serves me correct in my geographical F3 knowledge.
Yep.
Lanco's checking for PA. And he sent us this note. I'm just going to read it. And Max, we got a picture of him and his family and all those guys we can toss up there anytime as we read through it, because it's a long note, but I think it's worth taking some time and going through it, because this is that more than a workout thing, right? Yep. This is why this thing's more than a workout. And it says, the last few episodes of the COT have inspired me, and I feel I need to share my F3 story with you and how F3 came into my life at just the right time as my M was dealing with health issues. Aside, brother, awesome. Dude, sometimes your boy and I, life's a grind, right? And not that we lose sight of why we do what we do here, but boy, it's good to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, appreciate it.
October 2021, our son was born, and just 6 days after that, we discovered my M had a brain tumor. First of all, bro, gut punch, right? Sort of on cloud 9 for that. Finds out his M has a brain tumor. Said we just had the absolute joy of welcoming our 5th surprise child, when almost immediately went to the sorrow and grief of navigating the road of meeting with doctors about her tumor. All of this happened while we were going through the craziness of adding onto our house. Funny how another child will suddenly make you realize another bedroom is needed. Jump forward to January 2022, and my M was being prepped for brain surgery at Johns Hopkins, about an hour and a half from where we live. Her surgery went well, and we spent about a week in the hospital after that. Once we were home from the hospital, life was all about a newborn baby, taking care of the other kids, navigating construction on the addition, and nursing her back to health. However, nothing seemed to be improving for her over the next few months. At a point where I felt like I was forgetting to take care of myself because I was so busy taking care of everything and everyone, I was starting to feel a bit lonely and sad clownish. We had a good circle of friends and neighbors around us, but I knew I needed some good, healthy men around me. For a while, my prayers for myself were to find some kind of group of men, because I just knew I needed it. But that prayer got pushed to the back burner because of all my prayers had turned to my wife and our newborn, which, brother, understandably so. That September, our neighbor and a good friend said someone at church invited him to this thing called F3, and they met at the park just down the road from our neighborhood. He asked me if I wanted to come with him. For some reason, I wasn't able to that Saturday morning, but I told him I'd let him know as it goes, and that was about all, and that I'd be interested in going another time. So I did show up the next week, and I was hooked, and the timing could not have been any better. Little did we know how much more my M would have to endure the next few months. That December, we met with her neurosurgeon to discuss all the headaches and problems that she had since her surgery. After many tests and another brain MRI, they discovered that her brain was reacting negatively to the material they left in after surgery. Something in almost 40 years of experience her surgeon had never seen before. He called surgeons all across the country, and no one had ever seen a patient react this way to this material before. After her stay in the hospital, we spent a second Christmas with the knowledge and heartache that in just 3 weeks, she'd need another brain surgery. Jan 23 and second surgery went smoothly. We had a short stay in the hospital, then came home and thought we could focus on her getting better and moving on with life. But a few days later, she developed a cerebral spinal fluid leak and the infection in her incision. I took her to the ER, Johns Hopkins, and saw her neurosurgeon. He looked at her and ordered some scans. After looking at the scans, he told us that he needs to get her into surgery as soon as possible. Later that day, she's being wheeled off to the OR. Third surgery went smoothly. Her surgeon was happy with the results, but wanted her to stay in the hospital for a while for observation. Spent our wedding anniversary, Valentine's Day, and the majority of the month of February 2023 in the neuro intensive care unit at Johns Hopkins. through all of this, F3 has been absolutely awesome. We didn't have F3 in our lives during her first surgery. During that surgery and her recovery, we had no idea what we were missing. By her second and third, we had F3. My brothers in the gloom have supported us, prayed over us, and strengthened us. I knew I needed this group of high-impact men, but I did not know just how badly I needed them. After we were home with our month-long stay in the hospital, I couldn't wait to show up in the gloom again. What I didn't know is that these guys were planning to show up at our house. They presented my M and I with a custom-made block. I think we got a photo of it. They all signed it. It sits proudly on our front porch. There it is. There's their crew. One for him, one for her. I mean, that's
beautiful.
That's the block, right front and back. Lanco guys in the front, and amazing words for her on the back. Much better, bigger bouquet than I could have gotten her. And he goes on to just wrap it up by saying, F3 has been life-changing for me. It has helped change my mentality and, of course, my physicality. And let me see what he says at the end here. I want to make sure I really hit this last part. He said, these guys, my gloomy brothers, have lifted my M, my family, and myself on their shoulders and have helped us push our rock every single day. I love these guys. I tell them all the time. I know what life was like before F3, and I know what it's like with F3, and I don't ever want to look back. Thank you, guys. And he thanks us for the podcast, brother. It is a complete honor. Let's help this F3 machine keep rolling. Travis Fisher, 40, Bunyan.
Man, to think about where exactly a year later from when he was really talking about being in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And, the road to recovery and everything. A little choked up. It's powerful words and just a reminder of just the personification of this no Oyo thing we're doing here and what it takes in terms of a community. We talk about male community leadership. And I think that means a lot of different things for a lot of different people and for regions. But to have that much of a brotherhood backing you up immediately, I think is probably very unique to F3. And it's a great thing to see. I really appreciate Bunyan for taking the time to write that and then sending it to us and allowing us to share it for the world to see. It's just really special, man. I appreciate it.
He's a hell of a writer too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a challenge. I'm not knocking anybody else's writing style, but Bunyan, that's an amazing story. And my guess is he just sat down and just let the words come out.
Mm-hmm.
And if a bro's going to take the time to share that level of intimacy with us, we for sure going to lock shields with him here on this show. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Right?
And it harkens back to memories too. We've talked about this before, where I think one of the most interesting things about F3, when we've been around long enough, and you and I have been privy to a lot of special stories like this over the years across the nation, the idea of timing for some folks that are going through things, and when they found F3, or better yet, when F3 found them when they weren't even looking, and then what sort of fell into their lap or was next on their journey and their path that they had no idea was coming. Right, these Bunyan and crew are going to celebrate a new life, a fifth kid coming into the fold, and then all of a sudden through the ringer with health for his M. And it's like the timing of everything and the patterns of everything. It's very interesting to sort of watch from a holistic, taking a step back experience. It's great. That's why I like being able to get these stories like this and share them beyond just the CSOPs and the rec workouts and those kind of things. Right.
Yep. That's right. You can always send us notes like that, COT@F3Nation.com, or still call into the show, leave us a voicemail. We'll play it here. 844 for COT packs. Max, let's give BTE one more shot. We're gonna give him one more shot. Worst case scenario, he's going to wave us to break. We're going to see his amazing face. Is there any chance we can hear him?
Can you hear me now?
Say whatever you want, bro.
Buddy DL, finally.
Boys, how the heck are you? I think I'm coming to Cary on the 24th.
Oh my God. You know what? I totally dropped
We didn't even talk
ball.
about that yet.
Hold the ball up, BTE. I dropped the ball on that. Thank God you're here to break the news to the nation.
Yeah, production team maybe in the
God,
future
you're the best.
for me.
We got to get you. Yeah,
obviously not the audio engineer part of the program.
Here's the deal. We don't pay anything.
Pay?
Yeah, we don't pay anything, but we expect a lot.
Okay.
Great.
Fair enough.
So check this out. BTE, thank God your audio worked. This is amazing. I totally dropped the ball on this. Feb 24. If you're in the greater Carolinas, hell, if you're anywhere on the East Coast, gas up the clown car, Get down to Cary, NC. We got a big celebration, Nantan change of command for the nation. Plus, the boys from Carpex are hosting the annual Duck Donuts Dash. So you got a few options. One, you can do a 1-hour beatdown with F3 Nation guys and Red Baron in the house. Slaughter's coming in. Dark Helmet's coming in. We're going to do a 1-hour beatdown. I don't know the exact start time yet, so we'll confirm all that, BT. 7:07.
7.
Or if you're really feeling squirrely, you can run 2.5 miles. You can eat 12 duck donuts, and then you can run another 2.5 miles.
Yeah,
and then you can meet up for the change of command. So we'll probably see it to be down.
Yeah.
So that's happening 24 February, 0700 Apex Community Park.
Off of Laura Duncan.
Yes.
Laura
It's called
Duncan's
Apex
track.
Community Park, but it shares a Cary Apex address. In fact, it is the Carpex AO. Of all the AOs, it is literally one street's on Cary, one street's in Apex.
It's the DMZ of Carpet.
That it is. That is. So you're talking about coming over.
I'm the 24th is my birthday.
What?
Yeah.
Man,
I'd like to
35.
take
That's amazing.
Yeah, 41.
41. You rascal.
41. Yeah.
Can't wait.
So I am ironically, I figured I'd listen to the show as I'm doing a little bit of planning for Cape Fear's 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
Well, if anybody knows how to throw an anniversary party, it's the fine gentleman and
especially a 10-year one.
Yes,
10 years.
Exactly.
Ironic, isn't it?
Hey, how about this, guys? Get all the plans from last time, and we'll just rinse and repeat, and get that grits bar back. No matter what you do, get the grits bar back.
Yeah, the beach grits bar.
What did Rubio say there? Let me see that comment again there, Maxwell. How would one get associated with F3 in their area? Gosh darn it, that's a great question, Rubio. Go to f3nation.com, look on the map tool, or if you're on the ngbn.tv website, we've got an F3 logo right there in the middle. Search on the map, see what's available in and around your area. And if there's not, then you reach out to expansion@f3nation.com, and we help you get one started where you live as well. So that's how we can do that. Or f3near.me, because the packs are on top of things.
Yeah.
Buddy the Elf, what else you got going on? What's top of mind?
The 10 years is a pretty big deal. We're going to do a Friday morning convergence, probably the second F Friday evening, and then the big CSOP Saturday. So at Baywatch is my hope. So nice. I'm planning it right now.
Pack your trunks, boys.
Yeah. Get them Ranger panties ready.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
There's some guys that'll get way too excited about that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's that going to be, big boy?
So the 7th of June is our 10-year anniversary, but that's a Friday. But the 8th is going to be the big Saturday, all are welcome kind of thing.
Well, there's plenty of D-Day variation of exercises you can do on the beach in Omaha and Gold and others to commemorate such an occasion.
You know what? The 2.0's last day of school is 7 June. Maybe we ought to just hightail it to the beach that weekend, baby.
There you go.
Look,
yeah, M Kitty, book it.
Funny Card just chimed in and says he'll be there.
God dang it! Well, now we have to go.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big crowd.
Tell Carr to pick us up on the way south. Scoop us on 95, and then we'll head on to 40 or wherever we'll go.
You know you will.
Absolutely, bro. It's good to see you, man. We got to hit a commercial break. We made it work. Thank God we did. That was an incredible
There was never a doubt. I mean, there was some.
Max, I saw. You guys can't see. I saw Max behind the scenes pulling all the wires out. We were connecting green to blues and all that stuff to try to.
Pretty sure I heard tinfoil getting.
Yeah, but we did it.
Yeah,
we did. All right, listen. After the break, we've got a mental battle update, Hunt for Wellness update, and the always coveted quote worth Repeato. This is the COT. We'll be right back.
Are you searching for connection? Do you struggle with loneliness? There is hope. We are F3, Fitness, Fellowship, Faith. Our mission is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for men for the invigoration of male community leadership. We have 5 core principles.
Free of charge, open to all men, held outdoors, rain or shine, pure led, and it ends in a circle of trust.
Go to f3nation.com.
You're watching the exclusive sneak peek of NGBN TV. Like never before, streaming content for men is now available, with more to come. Join us on this journey as we introduce you to content creators and shows that are here to inspire, educate, entertain, celebrate, and support men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. We can't do this without you. So please enjoy this sneak peek, but also share it with your friends and family and help us connect with companies, organizations, brands, or nonprofits who align with our mission to save men's lives. This is the NGBN TV Sneak Peek.
Welcome to F3, Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith, where men come together for something more than just a workout. Our core principles define us: free of charge, open to all men, held outdoors, peer-led, and end in a circle of trust. Whether you want to run, lift heavy things, or focus on bodyweight exercises, F3 has over 4,000 workouts available worldwide. Join us, experience the camaraderie, the challenge, and the transformation of F3, where men can get right so that they can lead right.
Back on the Circle of Trust, Hello Kitty and Repeato here. A huge thanks to the 3 packs who made those F3 commercials for us. Top notch, boys. Top notch. And they're airing across the NGBN TV network, which you can download on Roku, Amazon Fire, Google Play, Android connected TVs, with more to come in the future. And those guys absolutely nailed it. What a fun time. The guys were able to call in live. We're going to try to do this every week as we're here for an hour. Every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, coming at you.
That's right. Plan your whole week around it.
I would.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Right. I would. I for sure would.
Yeah.
For sure.
And particularly, you got something going on. Like
let us know, bro.
Coming up. Like this other stuff. Like, let's talk about that. Let's dive in.
We're here for all of it.
Literally.
Hey, you know what? March is across the F3 Nation Mental Battle Month coming at you. And obviously it's something that we are just so focused on. And dedicated to ensuring we do the best we can to help our brothers. And a guy that is just doing yeoman's work, as always, is none other than Drop Thrill with this week's Mental Battle Update.
Hey, what's up, guys? It is Drop Thrill here with the Mental Battle Moment. So I've got a couple things for you this week. So the first thing, very important, if you want to get in the first round for the Mental Battle 5-year gear order, that is due on the 20th of February. So you've got just about 5 days or so, 4 days when this drops. So February 20th, if you want to do that, get on Twitter at F3Battle, or if you're on the Nation Slack, it's in the Middle Battle Challenge link there as well. A couple other things. The WOD is in process. Actually, the Nantan from my home region of the fort, the Nantan is actually designing that himself, so I'm looking forward to that and seeing how that works out. So that's going to be coming up as well. Just a shout out for the guys in F3 Mint Hill, North Carolina. They are doing the Gremlin this weekend. I'll be doing that as well. That is this Saturday. Go to F3 Mint Hill if you want to get some information on how to do that and participate with that. That is this coming Saturday. Wanted to share something I saw that was really good from Bilbo, who is the Nantan for F3 Gold Rush out there in lovely Northern California. So I wanted to share this. He posted this online, and I thought it was really great, and I got his permission to share this. So 5 years ago today, I lost my brother-in-law. He was a man I looked up to and cared for deeply. I miss him every day. Men, if you're struggling with your mental health, don't isolate or remain silent. People love and care for you. If you see someone struggling, trust your gut and reach out to them. You will regret it if you don't. I also encourage you to find a community of sports and promotes and growth in all aspects of life. Of course, we know that for us, that's F3. So thanks so much for Bilbo allowing me to share that. For now, just a reminder, if you need help, reach out to 988 if you're in the United States. And with that, the thrill is gone. Gotta go, guys. Bye.
Thrill's done stepped his production up a little bit as well, hasn't he?
Got some music. You got some nice graphics. You got some video in the background.
Yeah, we see you, Drop Thrill. Dude, that logo is dope too.
It's really nice.
T-claps to the guy who made that. It was not me. So that's not an ingest thing. That was really good.
I was sitting there analyzing it from all the little eggs that are in there, and
like
there's no Oyo on the sides. It's nice. Really
Grateful for the guys who called in to be a part of the show. We don't have time to take any more this week, but we'll definitely try to get you on next week. And our man Bones, Dr. Bones with the Hunt for Wellness. I'm looking at you, big fella, talking about bad farts and heart health. What is Bones?
Why Why you got to be in my personal business?
I don't know.
Hello, COT Podcast. It's another great day for wellness. This is Bones with a health tip for the PAX of F3 Nation. In addition to Valentine's Day, February is Healthy Heart Month. It is the month that we share our love with that special someone, but also an opportunity to implement strategies that can help ensure that our heart stays healthy. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in the United States, accounting for 1 in 4 deaths. It is estimated that every 39 seconds an American will suffer from a heart attack, and that the cost of cardiovascular incidents costs $219 billion annually. Having a strategy to improve your heart's health is necessary to live a long and vibrant life. One of the major culprits to poor heart health is eating the wrong type of fat. Inflammation is the #1 cause of all chronic disease, including cardiovascular disease. One of the leading culprits to inflammation is bad fat. These are fats such as hydrogenated, trans fats, and vegetable oils. Vegetable oils contain linoleic acid that can be damaging to your health. Too much omega-6 fat throws off the natural balance that we should have in our bodies and can prevent weight loss, create inflammation, and increase the bad cholesterol, LDL. Vegetable oils are not vegetables and are simply the oils extracted from seeds, in which chemicals and other bleaching methods must be used. Common oils to avoid are soy, canola, safflower, corn, peanut, sunflower, cottonseed, and palm. Artificial trans fat is the worst type of fat. These fats raise cholesterol, clog your arteries, and create inflammation. Examples include most margarines, fried foods, and potato chips. Eating fat, however, can be very healthy. Better choices include beef tallow, coconut oil, avocado oil, grass-fed butter, ghee, and the nation's general's favorite, extra virgin olive oil. So PAX, maximize your heart health by avoiding bad fats in your diet. Instead, switch to some of the healthier options and enjoy many more Valentine's Days with your M. Kitty and Repeato, I know you aren't afraid to put down some healthy fat. Keep up the good work, man. This has been Bones guiding the PAX of F3 Nation on their hunt for wellness. Gotta go.
Plus, Bones, incredible timing because our friends Doc and Chef over on NGBN TV, they're a married couple. They're out of New Zealand. They're outstanding humans.
They're awesome.
They were talking about inflammation just last night
Yeah.
on their show. So you can follow up this and go watch them as well because they are amazing people.
I think I ate 3 avocados yesterday.
That away. All right, bro. We got 2 minutes
Let's
and like
go.
30 seconds left in the show. We're hitting our out time. No overtime. No overtime here at the COT. Quote Worth Repeato. You got a good one for us this week.
Yes, I do. And quick shout out to Safari the Beast.
Yes.
Who's plugged in from Kenya. That's 4 or 5 weeks in a row. International show.
Well said.
Okay. So I don't remember what I was doing when I came across this one last week or week before and put it in the holster, but quick hit and then we'll talk about it. Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. And that's from our board, but
the lyrical genius.
Bodie.
I love that you pulled out a Point Break. So good.
Well, I saw that it was like the meme and the picture
true.
with his shaggy hair and his.
So it's paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
Fear causes hesitation. Hesitation, you're going to get in trouble, man.
Right. And why are you hesitating? I like to think about like what is the sort of stemming of the hesitation? Why are you afraid of the results? Are you afraid of the challenge? Are you afraid of the risk? Like what?
You're afraid you're going to fail. You're afraid you're going to fail miserably and get embarrassed or whatever.
Yeah.
Right there. There's something that just has you locked up.
And so then it comes back to a definite no Oyo situation, right? If you're facing some challenge, who are you talking to about it? Is it your M? Is it your shield lock? Is it you're putting it out in COT at the end of a workout for anybody to help? Are you putting it on your Slack? Are you, do you have a mentor? Do you have a blade stone relationship that you're leveraging? Like, I think that was just really good timing for me and some challenges with just new things that I've got going on personally. And so I thought I wanted to share.
Oh, it's well said, man. And it is, right? You go deep, right, from the movie. Boy, my desk, you guys can't see this. My desk is shaking. I don't know what's going on outside. I hope we're okay. Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. And part of it is, we've seen this in the Grow Ruck. Dude, just make a decision. PL, make a decision, and let's get going.
Yeah.
Get moving.
Yeah.
For sure.
Stagnation is the worst form of action.
That's right. My bro, what a great show. We're going to hit this out here in 20 seconds. If another man hasn't told you to stay, bro, I love you, by the way. Love you.
Yeah, man. Love you too. Glad you're back on this coast safe and sound, brother.
We're going. If another man hasn't told you to stay, we love you. The nation loves you. Thanks for joining the Circle of Trust. It has been an absolute blast to spend this last hour with you, and we will see you guys next week.
This has been the Circle of Trust. Whether you're watching on NGBN TV or across the F3 Nation platforms, be sure to rate, review, and share our show. And download the NGBN TV app today on your favorite streaming device.
I'm Brian Jodas, 42. Hello, Kitty.
And I'm Jamie Roseborough, 40. Repeato.
And this has been the Circle of Trust.